Hello everyone, Rituro here with another episode of My Life in Silver League. Today my opponent is a level 42 Gold Leaguer by the name of Shark. Playing as Terran on Overgrowth. I think I mentioned earlier, this is one of my, or in a previous episode, this is one of my favorite maps of the new season, and it looks like my love of it will be tested against a Gold Leaguer. So no pylon tricks this time. I'll have to rely on actual talent. Goodness knows we know how that goes whenever I try to do it. I'm the red Terran in the top right. Shark is the blue Terran in the bottom left hand. Let's skip ahead to the good stuff here. Fairly standard openings here for both of us. Wall in with the supply depot at the top of the ramp. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Straight into barracks for Shark and a barracks for me. And my scout, however, is taking his sweet time going back and forth here. Waiting for that 100 minerals before taking off with the wall. And so a bit of an early timing there for me. Shark going with the queued up expansion as opposed to the, queued up supply depot as opposed to the scout. He does have the early gas going though, so that does get him in a good position to branch out with some sort of reactor or tech, or maybe go up the, maybe go into factory perhaps. Anyway, no early expansions to worry about just yet. And also holding off on his orbital is Shark. There we go, there's the orbital. And unfortunately not able to get up that ramp before the supply depot starts, so unfortunately poor little SCV is going to miss out on it. He is working on his orbital here, however my orbital is already done, so I have the economic advantage not focusing on gas here, focusing purely on SCV. Though when it comes to SCV count, I do believe there's a slight advantage here for me actually, up to 16 to 15, so that mule, I think, do they count? Anyway, I do have SCVs roaming the map here, trying to do some scouting. There goes the scout for Shark, and he's scouting with a Reaper, using that gas to get the Reaper out early for the aggressive scouting. However, I do believe I've seen this coming, and I've seen the expansion, so I know he's going for a quick expand. I do manage to get in the back of the mineral line here and see all this, though his Marine will trap me here once it comes out of the barracks. Meanwhile, back at the expansion, his Reaper jumps up the line and sees there's nothing but Marines waiting for him, and shot down before he can see anything. Unfortunately, he does know there's a second barracks, and doesn't see the third one, though. Doesn't see what I have going past there, so denied the scouting there. I do throw down the attempt denial expansion there just to try and keep his focus away. Does get shot down very quickly, though. A Gold Leaguer isn't going to suffer a attempted refiner expand to live. And on the back of that, two bunkers coming down. A Shark is realizing he's maybe perhaps lost that Reaper for nothing. He's going to commit to defense here, and it's a good play too, because here come the Marines to try and harass the expansion. They are going to come up to a bunker wall that they do not want to get in a fight with. On the back of this, though, I am building reactors to try and rush out Marines to counter this early expand, which is not a bad idea in theory, but the practice, we'll see if that actually holds up. I'm doing well to keep my supply block lifted here and keep my production up, which is a good sign here. And against a Gold League or someone in a league above me, I have to be on top of my game. But unfortunately, 4 on 3, that bunker is going to win every single time. And with 2 SCVs giving it some love, it will in fact win with more reinforcements on the way off the back of the 1 barracks here. So this 1 surviving Marine with 9 HP, he's going to run home, tell everybody what he saw, and it's not going to be a pretty story. However, I do have tech labs cut up off the back of this now. 4th barracks is on the way. There's a scan by me, I believe, checking to see if he has any tech hidden there since I've been there. No, he does not. Now the question is, do I see... I do see the building going down here. Complete. I don't know about the refinery. But I'm pretty sure if that is... if I do spot that factory and I know what it is, I can safely assume there's going to be gas coming off the back of that. Meanwhile, at the expansion here, Shark he's not really moving those SCVs, which could be a bit of a mismicro there. He could probably put those to better use, either mining or building. However, he only has the 1 factory on the way here. Maybe getting the mining would help give him some more material. Boy, I'm criticizing the Gold Leaguer, who right now is ahead of me, so maybe not. Meanwhile, my expansion is done. Orbital is on the way. Just getting my economy up to match Shark's here. Shark! Gotta probably say an all-caps name with the appropriate amount of gravitas here. My own factory, though, is done. Trying to stay up in that tech race, though I can tell I'm behind here. Do have 4 barracks running. Do have 2 tech labs. I imagine a reactor will be by soon enough, or perhaps just use that for base or for pumping out units. Do have my first starport on the way as well, so I'm trying to stay in the game there, as Shark also works on his. He has put up some supply tables here, I'm guessing to scout for early... for drops and things like that, though not going with missile turrets, which is an interesting idea. I guess he's choosing to save those those all-important minerals or something else. He does have... I have Stim on the way. Though Shark has level 1 weapons and a siege tank, so he's preparing for the big haul here. Second barracks with a reactor is on the way here to go with the tech lab on the other. Tech lab on the factory, of course, to get the siege tanks out. And what is going to go onto this starboard here? I imagine it's going to be a reactor to support the bio and to get air superiority here with the lack of missile turrets. We'll have to see what that turns out being. Meanwhile, on my side of the field, we have a whole whackload of Marines, including our one survivor. Good job, Marine. 3, 6, 8, 10 Marines plus Marauder. More Marauders on the way, and 2 more Marines joining as well. So more units continually pumping out here. Doing a good job of keeping that production up. We are both almost supply blocked here. I have my first siege tank on the way, but I do not have anything to relieve the supply block, whereas Shark is doing well to keep those supply depots being built, to keep his supplies well away from block. The defensive move with the siege tank is definitely one to stop drops, so he's turtling in here is Shark to try and stop anything that might hinder his economy, which is just a late game play at some point. Meanwhile, I've got missile turrets out the wazoo here. I haven't seen anything, so my first thought is immediately that I'm going to be dropped. So out come the missile turrets to try and block anything that might try and sneak over the expanse. I do have my tech lab on that remaining barracks now, so with 3 tech labs and 1 reactor, I should be in good stead for the rest of the game. I do have reactors on, or sorry, Shark has reactors on the way for both his starport and his barracks, so he is looking to focus on bio here. Probably a Marine rush, I would imagine. With the Marine tank supported by dropships, or medevac seems like the way he's gonna go. My own stim is almost done, so I won't be behind that for too long. Oh, sorry, that's Shark. I'm sorry, Shark has done his level 1 weapons. His stim is almost done. He will have a clear advantage here. I do not. Oh, I do have stim done. I'm sorry. I'm already forgetting how this game is going. I do have my 3rd starport on the way, though. So at least when it comes to production facilities, I do have the potential to get that army on the field. Meanwhile, some scouting going on here by Shark. Just single Marines going out. I would imagine this is going to be resource denial, just to shoot down any SCVs that might go through. There's a scan by me, checking to see what is at the main base. 2 sieged up siege tanks and a missile turret. He is prepared to hold out for as long as he needs to, and this is good placement here. No real easy way to make that drop or approach. Meanwhile, scouting here by Shark reveals that there is no 3rd base as of yet. Though he does not notice is that I do have my dropships on the field, or my medevacs on the fields with a siege tank and enough bio. So in a one-on-one fight, this would be interesting. Over 5 Marines at a time for Shark. He is not fooling around at all. More barracks on the way. He's going to go ball of Marines here, it looks like. With his level 1 armor almost done, an armory also almost done, because we could be seeing upgrades for the siege tanks or possibly for air. Regardless, though, the building core that is a whole bunch of supply depots and missile turrets continues. Shark is supply blocked here, though he does have 2 on the way, which should relieve some of that pressure. More siege tanks here. How many is that up to now? 3, excellent. Banshee cloaking on the way for me now, as I have the tech lab on that starport. Banshees would be great against those siege tanks. With no detection on the field yet, no turrets, no ravens. This is good for me, considering that I haven't even scouted this. This is just an intuition. But there's a scout by, I want to say, Shark. Where are they going down here? Oh, this is by me. I'm checking for expansions. Finding nothing here, which is good. Meanwhile, the entire army is moving out here, trying to see, is there a proxy base set up somewhere? I am going to find this little proxy supply depot here, which is a clever little way of scouting, though it is the committing of a supply depot. But more importantly, the army is out of position here as Shark begins to move up the middle of the map, being led by a siege tank here. They are going after, it looks like they're going after the expansion, which is not going to be good news for me. The question is, who intercepts whom first? Both armies just slipping past one another. Down goes the expansion. It had no hope whatsoever. The army turning around now. And who gets intercepted? Where is going to be the question? That supply depot attempting to block the high-yield expansion is going to get absolutely nowhere fast, as the siege tank takes down the Marauder with very little effort whatsoever. And now the army being all balled up. How do they approach here? The one Banshee would make life miserable. Oh, there's a little bit of an intercept. Down goes the siege tank. This is not looking good here. And the problem is, there's a big stim and the sieging happens. This is actually favoring Shark. This is a great engagement. Has the surround, no counter, and down goes everything. no cloak, no detection, and that Siege Tank's gonna get one shot, takes out a couple Marines, but it's not enough. Shark coming out way ahead in that exchange with the solid Marine ball supported by Siege Tank and Medevac. The stimming did take them down here, and the Medevacs are low on health, so a quick counter could possibly turn the tide here. But I still think there's enough material here to actually pull this off. Production, as much as there are on the field, I think everything's available. It's building 6 barracks are up and running. Your second factory is done. The starports are pumping out everything. So I don't think you can say I skimped on the production this game. I actually managed to get production up and running, which is pretty good for me. You know, everything here seems to be all fully healed. Reinforcements pumping out here. How are we doing here on base status? Main is slowly getting mined out here. Natural at optimal, I wouldn't say capacity, but it is at optimal status, and there's the third base coming up now for Shark. Meanwhile, this SCV is scouting, trying to see if anything has been dropped down. Nothing has as of yet, but a third base does go down for me as well, as will a fourth. There is a scout revealing, I want to say, that the army is still there. So this looks like a scout, a counter scout actually. Scanned by Shark, countered with a scan by me. So we know what's happening. There goes the Medevacs. They're going to get shot down by the missile turret. One full Medevac actually going down there, and there's the siege up by the Siege Tank. This is going to end up well for Shark. He's going to get more than a few kills off of this. There's a stim to try and take things down even faster. Here come the Banshees, though. The Banshees say, absolutely not, I am sorry. Down goes the Siege Tank, and another stim from the Marines. They shoot down the cloaked Banshee. Down go the Banshees from the scan, but here comes the army in support. A mule is being dropped for last-ditch repairs to keep the production facilities up and running. Quick flank counter here by Shark with Marines harassing the SCV line. SCVs are unperturbed whatsoever, and the Marines will just stim themselves into the red before being shot down by the army. So the attack is fended off, though 2 Medevacs still chilling here. There's a scan revealing the command centers by Shark. He's seen what he needs to see. And the army now regrouping as it swings back around. Shark, however, way ahead here. Take a quick look at the supplies. 75 to 35 on the army supply. He is massing a massive counterattack here. I'm guessing mostly tank and marine ball. Also has a decent worker supply advantage as well. The 2 scouting medevacs here are just gonna, I'm guessing, get some information, though they will run afoul of the missile turret, shoots down one immediately, and the second is brought down as well. I'm guessing that was to free up supply, perhaps, but it does mean these Marines are going to be moving in without support as the third base gets up and running. Here comes the intercepting army, scaring back the Marines. They will not get a free shot at that expansion. Oh, there, it sounds like a stim, though. And here they go. The army links up, and this is the scary part. The army has split, but there's no support here as this army moves off to take out the supply depot. Not exactly the target of opportunity here, as the stimmed up Marine ball with full siege tank support takes care of the army. So the attempt trying to take down the workers here, as this third base is doing absolutely nothing. There's a counter stim trying to catch the army, but they will stim immediately afterwards with full medevac support, and there goes the army. So the third and fourth bases are up and running here for Shark. The army is in full control here. My army once again getting ripped to pieces. I do have the supplies to rebuild it, just not building it at this point, which is unfortunate. I think if one thing that I have been trying to be better at is when I have the resource advantage, when I have all that money in the bank and the production to take advantage of it, I need to be spamming units much, much faster. Instead, I am allowing Shark to make these balls of Marines and tanks with medevac support and just roll across the map with all that stim. Yeah, this is one of those cases where I need to be building a whole lot faster. You just need mad units on the field. And this stim ball is going to walk right into that base, and I'm guessing obliterate. I don't think I reacted fast enough here to get rid of it all. We're going to try, hopefully get everything out of there. It's just not going to happen. And oh no! No! Oh, the SCVs are transferring! Oh, this is bad, so bad! Oh no! Oh, SCVs, you never stood a chance. Oh, and there go the workers. The economy was pretty good, but it has been toasted. That is not what you want to have happen to your primary worker supply once the main base is completely mined out. Natural does have some capacity here, but with the stim Marines and decently juiced up medevacs here, that should be all Shark needs. I think this is all Shark's game from this point here. The SCVs, oh, that's not good. The siege tanks will take the high ground here, try and siege up, take down the Marines. They do get more than a few good shots off here. The weakened Marines going down the Rituro, trying to take down those medevacs. Does almost manage to get one there, but that's gonna be it there. There's the GG. Good win, good game for Shark here. Did very well to take advantage once he'd gotten that first major engagement, and then pushing his advantage forward from there. I would say I learned, well, I did well to more or less manage my supply and production, but I did not spend my resources nearly as efficiently as I could. Did not match Shark's mass production, and definitely that's something that I'll need to look at for next time, is making sure that when I know I'm going up against a swarm army like Marine Ball, Tank, Medevac, either finding the counter or just matching it and trying to get a micro victory. Hopefully I can learn that lesson next time for my life in Silver League. My name is Rituro. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.